Assalamu alaikum. So we are starting with the first lecture of the first module from the subject materials and metallurgy. This subject is going to be taken by Professor Zakir Ansari in your division. But since it's not there for 2 to 3 days, I'll be taking as a substitute the initial lectures of his. Okay. So I'll start with the module 1. I'd like to tell you that module 1 is actually related to introduction to materials. Okay, so what we are going to basically study in this module is introduction to material. So as I start with introduction to material, I'd like you to see to the screen properly, and I would like you to think what you feel about this image. When you see this image, what do you consider it? I hope you are able to understand what I'm telling. When you see this image, something comes in your mind. Yeah, something comes in your mind, and I think that is nothing but a bicycle. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the module. Okay, so what are we basically going to study today is, yeah, we are going to study engineering materials. Okay, we are basically focusing on studying engineering materials, or you can even say engineering structures. Okay, so we are going to study engineering structure. I hope everyone knows that this is an old bicycle that used to come when we were kids. Okay, right now we know that bicycles are made up of composite material. We feel that it is plastic. Okay, just give me a second. Someone is shouting outside. Okay, so we know that in today's world, the bicycle that is made up of composite, but when we used to consider earlier bicycles, it was made of steel parts. So I would like you to name these parts with me. This is known as handle. Okay, we all know that this is called as handle. This is called saddle or seat. This is called as saddle or seat. Okay, and this will be called as frame, the total part of the bicycle on which we are loading. Okay, this is called as frame. This will be called as pedal. Pedal is also there with socket or chain. You can see this chain. Okay, and this will be wheels. Okay, so we have almost named all the parts of this bicycle. We know that this bicycle is nothing but an engineering design, a primitive engineering design. And this design, when it is designed, we know that anything that is designed is also called a structure. So we can say it as an engineering structure. Okay, okay, and this engineering structure or any engineering structure or any engineering design will be made up of some kind of a material. Okay, so basically we are going to study what are the different kinds of material that we are going to use in this engineering design or the engineering structure, which is nothing but a bicycle. Okay, so we know, suppose I consider this part frame. Okay, I want to draw frame. So what I'll do is I'll try to show you how does a frame look like. Okay, just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm not that good at drawing, but I can try to draw something for you. Okay, so suppose this is one part. I'm trying to draw the frame, front view of the frame. So you can see a frame here. I'm again telling you, I'm not good at drawing, but I'll try to draw something for you so that at least it captures your imagination. Give me a second. Suppose this is a structure. You can see that frame looks like this. Okay, Now I'm trying to draw a sectional view of this frame. Suppose I've cut a section of this frame and I try to view it from this side. Yeah, I try to view it from right hand side or left hand side. Left hand side, I'm trying to view its left hand side. So when I try to view its left hand side, we know that what we will be able to see is a circle, hollow circle. If it is a hollow part, suppose it is a solid part or it is a hollow part, it doesn't matter. Suppose it is a solid part, this section is a solid part. I'll try to draw this thing for you. Give me a second. I'll try to draw this thing for you. Okay, what we are basically doing is we are trying to do engineering on this bicycle. And which part we are considering? We are considering the part. We are considering which part? We are considering the frame part of the bicycle. And we are trying to analyze this part as per our consideration. Okay. Someone is annotating the screen. Please don't annotate. I have already disabled, but don't annotate. I'm just trying to show you this part. I think you can see this part. This is nothing but the section that was there here. This section I have drawn, and this is the left-hand side view that you can see. Okay, once you are seeing this view, what you see in this view is nothing but a part. And once you see this part, suppose I am seeing this mobile. Ultimately, when I see this mobile, I feel like this is a very polished surface and it is having many features, but when I consider the surface, I consider it to be a featureless, polished surface. Okay, so when I see this section from my naked eye, what do I feel? One second. What do I feel about this? This surface is nothing but it is not having any feature. It is a dull kind of a surface which is polished. Okay, so this is a featureless. I'm just trying to draw this surface for you. So this is a featureless, polished surface. Okay, you don't get any other information when you see this surface. When you cut a section and you just look at this surface, you feel that it is a very polished, high profile surface, but it is not having any other feature except the polish feature. Okay, it is a featureless polished surface. Okay, so what do? I try to take a part of it. Suppose I consider this part. I only consider this part. I am considering a section into a section, under a section. So I'm considering this section right now. Okay, I hope you're getting what I am doing. I have taken a bicycle. Now I have taken the frame of the bicycle. Now what I am doing, I'm taking a section of the frame of the bicycle. Okay, then I'm taking another section from the section of the frame. Just give me a second. I'd like to draw this section also for you. So I'm trying to draw it as big as possible. Why I'm trying to draw as big as possible, you will understand it. What I'm doing is I have seen this section, I have considered this section, and I have put this section under a microscope now. Okay, I have considered this section and I'm putting it under a microscope. I am not seeing this section with my naked eye. Right now I am seeing this section with a microscope. We call this microscope as optical metallurgical. Why do we call it as metallurgical? Because we are studying metal. We are trying to study metal under this microscope, and since it is optic in nature, we name it as optical metallurgical microscope. So this section, which was looking as a very polished section, which was not having any other feature other than polish, now what I have done is I have put this polished surface under a microscope. Okay, when I put this polished surface under a microscope, what happens is something very different. I'll just like to draw that thing for you. What happens when we put it under? Okay, just give me a second. I am not able to. Yeah, what I am doing, when I put this under optical microscope, I see this kind of structures. Okay, I see various kinds of structures in this. I am trying to draw this structure for you. Okay, the surface which was looking very polished to you a few seconds earlier, now when you put it under microscope, you see that there is a structure within a structure, and though it is polished, we can see various structures in it. Okay, okay, right? So what I have done is I have just shown you a optical view or a microscopic view. Why do we call this view as a microscopic view? Because we have put this structure or section under a microscope. So what I am showing you right now is microscopic view. So what do we see? The surface which was having no features except the polished surface. Now what we are seeing is there is some feature inside the surface. So what do we call this thing? I like to inform you. Just give me a second. We call these boundaries. I hope you are able to see these boundaries. We call these boundaries as grain boundaries. Okay. When we put it under microscope, we are able to view these boundaries. These boundaries are called as grain boundaries. And yeah, so sorry. And this part, which is a white part, we call it as grain. Okay. Okay. Now one more thing I forgot to mention. What is the material of this? What is the material? That is also important. I have told that we are doing engineering material. Matlab we are trying to consider engineering this what we were saying, structure. So this engineering structure will be made of some kind of a material. So this material that the bicycle uses for the frame, I assume this material to be a mild steel. It is always a steel structure. I assume it to be a mild steel. So once we consider it to be a mild steel, there should be some composition of this mild steel. So what is a steel? Steel is basically an alloy. Okay. Always consider steel to be an alloy. Steel is always an alloy, but we consider it to be a part of a metal since we commonly use it. But it is never a part of a metal. It always comes under alloy class. So steel, actually steel is made up of, when we consider alloy, we know alloy is made up of two constituents. So steel consists of iron and carbon. When we heat iron to an elevated temperature, which is the melting point, and we add carbon into it, which is also heated. Okay, we put carbon and iron together. What do we get? We get a steel alloy. Okay, give me a second. We get what? We get a steel alloy. So steel is nothing but it is an alloy of iron and carbon. So what is mild steel? I like to tell you what is the mild steel and what is the composition of mild steel. One second. Mild steel contains 0.25% of carbon. Okay, 0.055% of sulfur. Okay, and it contains 0.055% of phosphorus. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to explain. Okay, so mild steel contains nothing but these things. Okay, mild steel contains, one second, mild steel contains what? It contains 0.25% of carbon, 0.055% of sulfur, 0.055% of phosphorus. The remaining part will be what? If we are considering it to be an alloy of steel, is considered to be an alloy. Steel is considered to be an alloy. Alloy of what? Iron and carbon. So since we have added in mild steel, we also add sulfur. We also add sulfur and phosphorus with carbon. So what will be the remaining part? The remaining part will be nothing but iron. Okay. So this is nothing but my material. The material that I am right now viewing under this microscope, this material. Okay. So what I have drawn is, I have drawn the microstructure or microscopic view of this mild steel, which is nothing but part of a frame. We will go further. Before going further, what I like to inform you is, when you see this structure, I've already informed that there are two parts. One is grain, another is grain boundary. Okay. Now, one more thing I like to add for you. When you see these grain boundaries, there is something, this dendrite-like structure you can see. Okay. Along the grain boundaries, you will be able to see this kinds of structure. Okay. Wherever there is grain boundary, you will see, this is not red. I'm just drawing it for your convenience. It will be of a color which you will know later. But right now, what I'm showing you is all along the grain boundary, what you'll see is there will be some kind of plates, or you can say some kind of dendrites. Okay. Or some kind of lines, you can say. Okay. Okay. Now what I'll try to do, I'll try to magnify this thing for you. I will magnify this thing. What is this structure? Okay. I hope everyone is getting. Okay. I'll just magnify it for you. For magnifying, I like to use this thing. Okay. Yeah, this will be fine. What I'm trying to do for you, I am magnifying this part, which I am calling it as dendrite, or we can even call it as, I'll just show you. when we see it microscopic, what do we see? We see a band. I hope you are able to understand what I'm saying. What I'm seeing right now, earlier it was what? Earlier it was looking at dendrite. Now what I can say you is, this is nothing but a band, okay? This is a band, okay? This part in mild steel, we are considering mild steel right now, okay? We are seeing the structure of mild steel. This is called as perlite, okay? This total, sorry, this dendrite structure, 1 second. Give me a second. Yeah, this total structure, what you are seeing, which is nothing but plate-like structure. You can say alternate plates are there, okay? You can see alternate plates. This structure is called as perlite. What do we call it as? Perlite. We are considering only mild steel, and in mild steel we are going into detail. Now this red-like structure that I have drawn, we call this structure as cementite, okay? This whole structure is considered, which is along the grain boundary, it is considered to be called as perlite for mild steel. This is the name of this structure that you are able to see under microscope, okay, along the grain boundary. This is this red part that I have drawn, this is called as cementite, and this white part, okay, this white part is called as ferrite. What do we call it as? Ferrite, okay? Now I would like to go back to this structure. I like to explain this thing for you. So what you can see right here is this part was called as what? Perlite, which was occurring along the grain boundary. Sorry, this was called as perlite, and this white is also called as ferrite. Ferrite is nothing but iron. Ferrite is nothing but iron, okay? When we consider it in alloy form, we call the ferrite iron as ferrite, okay? And this part is what? This part is called as what? Perlite. Now perlite again consists of what? Perlite consists of two parts. One part is called as what? One part is called as cementite, another part is again called as ferrite. This is nothing but adjacent layer or alternate layer or alternate plates, okay? Or we can even call it as lamellae. I'm just trying to introduce the subject to you right now. Okay, this structures alternate plate or alternate sequencing. We also call this thing as lamellae. Okay, we call this as lamellae. Okay, this consists of two things. First is ferrite, another is cementite. Cementite, another name for cementite is Fe3C. We call it as iron carbide. What do we call it as? Iron carbide. Since iron carbide iron does not exist in free form, okay? Iron always exists with three atoms of iron and one atom of carbon, so we call this as iron carbide, okay? Another part, this is nothing but called as ferrite. We can even call it as iron, okay? So what I've tried to explain you from start to end, I'll just like to brief you again. We considered a bicycle, okay? We considered a bicycle. In the bicycle, what do we consider? We considered a frame. We considered the material of the frame to be mild steel, okay? Then what did we do? We cut a section of that mild steel. Okay, and we tried to view it from naked eye. When we viewed it from naked eye, what did we get? We got a polished surface, and we thought that it is not having any features, okay? It is a featureless, only a polished featureless surface. When we viewed it under microscope, what did we observe? We observed that there are some grains and there are some grain boundaries, and grains are made up of ferrite. Grains are made up of what? Ferrite. And grain boundaries are again having plate-like structure. These structures are called as perlite. When we put it under microscope and when we zoom it, okay, under optical metallurgical microscope, what do we observe? We observe a lamella or alternate plate, okay, which consists of nothing but cementite, which is Fe3C, iron carbide, and ferrite, which is nothing but iron, okay? Okay, I hope everyone understood till here. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. कुछ भी नहीं समझ रहा क्या? Is it not clear? Is it clear or not? I have unmuted everyone.
Yes, sir.
Is it very clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Clear,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
क्या मैसेज का आवाज नहीं आ रही? कौन है अल्तमश?
सर वापस समझाओ ना.
अरे यार ला पूरा हो गया यार.
सर स्टार्टिंग का समझाओ ना थोड़ा, स्टार्टिंग।
लेट आए थे,
सर थोड़ा सा
3 मिनट लेट आए ना।
हाँ सर थोड़ा लेट हो गया ना।
ठीक है, वेट करो, अभी वेट करो, वेट करो, वेट करो।
सर जी थोड़ा सा।
बेटा बता दूंगा, अभी थोड़ा सा वेट करो ना। वो तुम वीडियो वापस देख सकते ना, अगर कुछ डाउट है तो तुम वीडियो वापस देख सकते ना।
ऐसा है क्या?
वीडियो अपलोड
यस
कर
सर।
दूंगा ना। एनीवन एल्स
हाँ ठीक है।
एनी डाउट, लेट मी नो। इज इट क्लियर फॉर एवरीवन?
जी सर।
ओके, ओके, वी विल
हाँ
प्रोसीड।
सर।
Okay, okay. What we have, what we have seen till now, what we have seen till now is we were thinking that it is a featureless structure, but when we considered it in deep, what did we got? We got a structure which is consisting of perlite as well as ferrite. Perlite is consisting of what? Cementite as well as what? Ferrite. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I had a message. Sorry. So we will go further. Okay. Okay. So we will go further. अभी हमने what did we saw? We saw something called as perlite. Okay. One more thing, what did we got? We understood that there is something called as ferrite. Okay. Okay. So these two things together are called as phases. Okay. These are phases in steel. I hope you're getting. This is not steel types. These are phases in steel. You will understand what do you mean by phases afterward. But right now consider what do we see? We see two phases. Phase is something which is homogeneously different. You can view both the things. Suppose I am trying to see this bottle. We know that something is called as plastic and something is inside this plastic. So one phase is water, another phase is what? Plastic. Okay, so these two things are vivid and different. If we can view both the things differently, then these things are called as phases. If we can view it from the naked eye or under microscope, it doesn't matter where do we see. Right now we see these things under microscope, and this things that we are seeing under microscope, mute yourself, mute yourself, mute yourself. Who's this person? Allah. Mute yourself.
सर लास्ट ईयर का कोई स्टूडेंट है वो।
कहाँ
सर आप कर दो ना सबको म्यूट।
अरे किया है मैंने सबको म्यूट यार, वापस भी फिर भी आवाज आ रही, क्या करूं?
तो वो जो भी छछुंदर है सर उसको निकाल दो।
कहाँ से निकालो, रुको, पता नहीं चलता ना।
लात मारो सर, लात मारो।
शांत रहो बेटा, शांत रहो। ओके
जी सर।
ओके, विल स्टार्ट। चलो फिर से प्रोसीड करते हैं। सो सॉरी। तो हमने क्या देखा? दिस थिंग, 1 सेकेंड, just give me 1 second. Yeah, so this perlite and ferrite together are called as what? Phases in steel. Okay, one more thing, ferrite is nothing but we know that this will be nothing but atoms. Okay, and we also know that perlite will be nothing but it will again be called as atoms. Okay, everything is nothing but atoms, and we know that crystals, we have heard about crystals in physics. We will again go in detail. Crystal constitute of nothing but arrangement of atoms. Okay, arrangement of atoms. Okay, in a periodic manner. I'm just trying to list everything for you so that you understand. So this is nothing but, crystal is nothing but arrangement of atoms in a periodic manner. This periodic word is important because it repeats itself after a period. Okay, after a time it repeats itself in the similar way. So arrangement of atoms. Now we know that ferrite is also consisting of atoms. Perlite is also consisting of atoms. Okay, so I would like to inform you that this ferrite, okay, ferrite, I like to clear for you, since you know that perlite consists of what? Perlite consists of cementite, which we called as iron carbide, as well as what? As well as ferrite. Okay, so now I would like you to explain what is this ferrite. Ferrite is there in a lot of percentage. Why it is there in a major constituent of the steel? Because steel is having only about 1% of other constituent, matlab it is having 0.25% of carbon and some percentage 0.05%, matlab not more than 0.3%, only 0.3% is outside impurity, you can say. All other than that will be nothing but, all other than this will be what? Will be nothing but ferrite. Okay, so we need to know what this ferrite is actually. Okay, so I'd like to explain you what this ferrite is. Ferrite is nothing but solid solution. Okay, solid solution of carbon in iron. Now again get this clearly. Okay, ferrite is what? Ferrite is also called as solid solution of carbon in iron. Matlab suppose there is a structure. One second. Suppose there is a structure. Suppose I am considering this 2D plane. Okay, I am considering this 2D plane. You know that in this 2D plane there will be lots of atoms. Okay, there will be lots of atoms. So ferrite is nothing but, it is the solution of carbon in iron. Matlab there will be lots of iron atoms in this, and there will be some carbon atoms. Suppose this is the carbon atom, and all other atoms are what? Iron atom. So this is nothing but solid solution. We also call it as interstitial solid solution. You will get this detail afterwards when we start with the module in detail. I'm just trying to explain you what this structure is like. Matlab if you want to see the crystal structure, okay, if you want to see the crystal structure, what you will see is, you will see what? Interstitial solid solution of carbon in iron. Okay, so what we have studied till now, we have tried to change the things from a frame. We have started with frame, and where we have ended with structure, crystal structure. Okay, and when we are considering crystal structure, where we have come across, we have come to what? We have come to atoms. Okay, one more thing I'd like to add about this material thing for you. What do we actually study in material? I like to clear for you. In material we study phases. Okay, one thing. Now you will be very clear what the terms that I'm using. Second, what do we study in material is crystal. Okay, another thing that we study in material is crystal defects. I hope you're getting what do you mean by defects. I am adding impurity. I am adding what? Impurity. Impurity is nothing, is not in a bad sense. Impurity is like there is a crystal, there is a structure of iron, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to add carbon in what? In this iron. So this will be called as crystal defects. I am adding some crystal defects. So what are we going to study in this module? In the first module, we will start with introduction to material, that we have already started. Okay. First thing that we will do in this module is introduction to material. Second is we will learn about the concept of crystals. What do you mean by crystal? Third thing, we will learn about what do you mean by crystal defects. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. Okay. Third thing, we will learn about crystal defects. Fourth thing that we will study is how to make this material hard, or how to make this material strong. Okay, to make this material strong, we do some kind of process which is called as cold working. You will also come across this process in production process. You will come across this topic in production process also. So to make the material strong, matlab first we will introduce what do you mean by material, then we will introduce ourselves to what do you mean by crystal, then we will study what are the different kinds of crystal defects. Okay, and how do we add this crystal defects, matlab how do we add this defects into the crystal. Then we will study how to make this material strong. This is made strong by a process called as cold working. It is also called as recrystallization annealing. This is also all part of your first module. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to explain. This is also called as recrystallization annealing. It means one and the same. To make the material strong, what do? We do cold working. It is name. Second thing, we can also do cold working, or we can even say it as recrystallization annealing. The third thing that I would like you to know is another name for this. There is another name for this, which is also called as strain hardening. Okay. Sorry. So to make the material strong, what do? We do cold working, recrystallization annealing, or strain hardening. Okay, all this thing means one and the same. Okay, this is all about first module. Okay, we study all this thing in first module. What comes in the next module is, I'd like to explain you what comes in next module. It is about phases. Next module mein you will study about phases, and what do you mean by phases and what do you mean by, first thing is you will study about phases and phase transformation. How does a phase transform? Okay, how does a phase transform? You will study all this thing in detail in the second module. Okay, what do you study in third module? After studying this this frame, you will be able to understand all these terms. You will study about phases. You will study about how does phase transform from one phase to another phase. During phase transformation, there is an activity in material which is called as diffusion. Okay, diffusion is nothing but mixing of two atoms, okay, in such a way that there is some kind of a phase transformation. Okay, you can, I would like to explain, but let it be as the name only till as of now. We will consider it later. Okay, so another name for this phase transformation, what happens when we do phase transformation, there is some kind of atom diffusion. Okay, when there is atom diffusion, what occurs is phase transformation. So in second module we will study about atom diffusion as well as we will study about phases and phase transformation. We will also study in second module types of phases. Okay, we will study in second module types of phases. Done? I hope you're getting what I'm trying to explain. Okay, this is all up to second module. Now I will directly jump to the last module content. I would like to get some input from your side. Who is this person? Fardeen. Assalamu alaikum, Fardeen. Assalamu alaikum, Fardeen. फरदीन कहाँ गया है? खुद से म्यूट कर लिया खुद को. We don't have much time to waste. जल्दी जल्दी. आवेश, आवेश.
जी सर.
समझा बट मेटल के बारे में कुछ?
सर आवाज सर ब्रेक हो रही है, वापस बोलो.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ मेटल के बारे में कुछ समझा थोड़ा थोड़ा?
हाँ सर.
वेरी नाइस. अब मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये जो स्टील है ना, माइल्ड स्टील का,
हाँ
अपना बाईसाइकिल है, अगर आज इसको बनाना है तो यूज करेगा कि कोई और नया मटेरियल यूज करेगा?
जी सर, फिर से बोल.
आजकल कैसे मिल रही है बाईसाइकिल? कौन से मटेरियल में मिल रही है?
कंपोजिट.
वेरी नाइस. तो लास्ट मॉड्यूल पे डायरेक्ट जाते हैं. लास्ट मॉड्यूल.
हाँ.
म्यूट योरसेल्फ बेटा. लास्ट मॉड्यूल में क्या करेंगे? यही जो हमने पार्ट पढ़ा ना, इसको कंपोजिट में कैसे बना सकते हैं हम लोग. ठीक है, तो सिक्स्थ मॉड्यूल में क्या कंटेंट आ गया? कंपोजिट आ गया. और भी पार्ट है, जैसे कि इसमें नैनो मटेरियल भी है. ठीक है, इसी में यही मॉड्यूल में. और क्या है? स्मार्ट मटेरियल भी है. स्मार्ट मटेरियल तो बाईसाइकिल के लिए नहीं यूज कर सकते, कंपोजिट बेस्ट है. नैनो मटेरियल और एडवांस फीचर के लिए यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, तो अल्टीमेटली क्या करेंगे हम? यही जो स्टील स्ट्रक्चर है, अगर मुझे इसको कंपोजिट में बनाना है तो क्या कंसिडरेशन रहेगी, वो सब हम लास्ट मॉड्यूल में उसके बारे में डिटेल पढ़ेंगे, बेसिक पढ़ेंगे. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कंपोजिट. तो अभी तक हमने क्या क्या देख लिया? हमने फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट देख लिया. फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल में क्या है? इंट्रो है. नेक्स्ट क्या है फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल में? फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल में डिफेक्ट्स है, सॉरी क्रिस्टल है. फिर क्या है? क्रिस्टल डिफेक्ट्स हैं. ठीक है, फिर क्या है? क्रिस्टल डिफेक्ट्स के साथ हार्डनिंग है, जिसको हम स्ट्रेन हार्डनिंग भी बोलते हैं. हाउ डू यू हार्डन और हाउ डू यू मेक द मटेरियल स्ट्रॉन्ग. सेकेंड मॉड्यूल में क्या बताया? सेकेंड मॉड्यूल में मैंने बताया फेजेस हैं, फेज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है. ठीक है, और क्या है? डिफ्यूजन है. सिक्स्थ मॉड्यूल में क्या सुना हमने? कंपोजिट रहेगा, साथ में नैनो मटेरियल भी रह सकता है, साथ में क्या रह सकता है? स्मार्ट मटेरियल भी रह सकता है. ठीक है, आई होप यू आर एबल टू रिलेट ऑल दिस टॉपिक्स विद दिस बाईसाइकिल. एक और इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, सपोज करो ये मटेरियल फेल हो गया. क्या हो गया? फेल हो गया. तो ये जो फेलियर रहेगा ना, सपोज करो आपका जो बाईसाइकिल है उसका जो सीट है, सीट खासकर आपने देखा होगा लोडेड रहता है, तो जो सीट रहता है उसके चांसेस ज्यादा है फेल होने के. तो सपोज करो ये सीट फेल हो गया. ओके, तो ये जो फेल हो गया ना, इसको हम जब स्टडी करेंगे तो इसको हम स्टडी करते हैं फ्रैक्चर में. इसमें स्टडी करते हैं फ्रैक्चर में. ठीक है, इसमें मैंने बताया था 3 टाइप्स है फ्रैक्चर में. आई होप यू रिमेंबर. याद है? फटीग है, क्रीप है. आई होप यू रिमेंबर. ठीक है। तो फेलियर जब भी होता है तो हम क्या पढ़ेंगे, फ्रैक्चर पढ़ेंगे, फटीग पढ़ेंगे और क्या पढ़ेंगे, क्रीप पढ़ेंगे। ठीक है, ओके ओके। तो ये जो हमारा वाला पार्ट है ये हाई टेम्परेचर पे तो जाता नहीं है, तो क्रीप तो होगा नहीं, हाई टेम्परेचर फेलियर नहीं होता ना, ये साइक्लिक लोडिंग है। तो ये जो हमारा वाला जो स्टील स्ट्रक्चर है इसमें क्या होता है, बेसिकली इसमें फ्रैक्चर होता है, समझ रहे हैं, लोडिंग की वजह से वो टूट जाता है, तो उसको बोलते हैं फ्रैक्चर। फटीग मैंने बताया था, फटीग का मतलब क्या होता है, जब हम क्या करते हैं, साइक्लिक लोड देते हैं। सपोज करो एक शाफ्ट है जो क्या हो रही है, एक शाफ्ट है जो क्या हो रही है, रोटेट हो रही है। ठीक है, तो जब ये शाफ्ट रोटेट हो रही है और वो रोटेशन की वजह से अगर फेलियर होगा तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, फटीग। और सपोज करो वही एक शाफ्ट है जो हाई टेम्परेचर पे है, किस पर है, या शाफ्ट ले लो या ये सीट ले लो, ये हाई टेम्परेचर पे है, और हाई टेम्परेचर पे जाने के बाद इसके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स बदल जाते हैं थोड़े से। जैसे हमने ब्लेड्स ले लिया, एरोप्लेन में देखा होगा आपने, या फिन्स देखा होगा आपने, इसमें बॉयलर्स देखा होगा आपने, बॉयलर्स, स्टीम बॉयलर्स जो रहते हैं, तो उसमें जो फेलियर होता है ना वो कौन से टाइप का रहता है, कौन से टाइप का फेलियर रहता है, क्रीप टाइप फेलियर रहता है। ओके ओके, तो हमने कौन कौन से मॉड्यूल के कंटेंट स्टडी कर लिए, आई होप यू आर गेटिंग। ठीक है, कौन कौन से मॉड्यूल के कंटेंट हमने अभी देखे। पहला मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट क्या था वो तो आपको समझ गया होगा, पहले मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट क्या है, फिर क्या देखा सेकंड मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट, फिर क्या है थर्ड मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट, फिर क्या है फोर्थ मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट। सिर्फ 2 मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट बचा है, फोर्थ और फिफ्थ, सिक्स्थ मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट बताया, सॉरी, सिर्फ 2 मॉड्यूल का कंटेंट बचा है, फोर्थ और फिफ्थ। इससे पहले मैं जानना चाहूंगा चैट पे कि इज एवरीवन गेटिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन। सर हम लोगों ने सिर्फ एफई का क्रिस्टल डिस्कस किए, इसको छोड़ के कोई और एलिमेंट का पढ़ना रहेगा क्या। इन दिस सिलेबस यू आर लिटरली गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट आयरन, मतलब यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट ओनली एंड ओनली अबाउट स्टील्स। ठीक है, 5 मॉड्यूल तक पहले में आप स्टील के बारे में पूरा डिटेल पढ़ोगे। ठीक है, दूसरे मॉड्यूल में आप क्या पढ़ोगे, फेजेस पढ़ोगे स्टील के। तीसरे मॉड्यूल में आप क्या पढ़ोगे, तीसरे मॉड्यूल में आप फ्रैक्चर पढ़ोगे स्टील का, सब स्टील के बारे में। सिक्स्थ मॉड्यूल में कंपोजिट के डायरेक्शन में चले जाओगे। फोर्थ और फिफ्थ मॉड्यूल बताने से पहले मुझे वही फीडबैक चाहिए था कि आई होप यू आर गेटिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन। आगे बढ़ूं, शुड आई स्टार्ट विद फोर्थ एंड फिफ्थ मॉड्यूल, आई जस्ट हैव 5 minutes टाइम, शुड आई एक्सप्लेन यू। ओके चलो, स्टॉप योर चैट, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू हियर। अब देखो होता क्या है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, थर्मोडायनेमिक्स आप पढ़ रहे होगे, पढ़ रहे ना आप थर्मोडायनेमिक्स, आपको राहुल थवई सर पढ़ा रहे होंगे। थर्मोडायनेमिक्स का मतलब क्या है, टेम्परेचर रिलेटेड जब आप एनालिसिस पढ़ते हैं ना, टेम्परेचर से रिलेटेड, एनीथिंग दैट इज रिलेटेड टू टेम्परेचर, टेम्परेचर रिलेटेड आप एनालिसिस पढ़ रहे हो। ठीक है, उसका बेसिक्स आपको किस में मिलेगा, और उससे रिलेटेड जो भी आपको ये मिलेंगे, थ्योरम्स मिलेंगे, ठीक है, या प्रोसेस मिलेगा, वो सब आप किस में पढ़ोगे, अल्टीमेटली थर्मोडायनेमिक्स में पढ़ोगे। अब इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या है, फेजेस। ठीक है, फेजेस ट्रांसफॉर्म क्यों होते हैं, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो फेजेस ट्रांसफॉर्म होने के लिए प्राइमरी थिंग, हमको मटेरियल को हीट करना पड़ता है। क्या करना पड़ता है, हीट करना पड़ता है। जब तक हम मटेरियल को हीट नहीं करते हैं तब तक फेज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन का चांस नहीं है, क्योंकि याद रखना हम अलॉय की बात कर रहे हैं, किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, अलॉय। और अलॉय में मैंने इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या बताई थी, whenever we try to form an alloy we heat that material. ठीक है, whatever are the material, whether it is metal or non-metal, we heat that material, and when we heat that material its property changes because both the materials mix together in a nice way. ठीक है, which we call it as an alloy. तो जब भी phases transform होते हैं, ठीक है, phases जब भी ट्रांसफॉर्म होते हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं, हीट करते हैं। तो इसको हम बोलते हैं हीट ट्रीटमेंट। क्या बोलते हैं हम इसको, हीट ट्रीटमेंट। इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट फंडामेंटल थिंग्स इन मटेरियल। कभी भी मटेरियल को अगर आपको उसके फेजेस चेंज करना है तो आपको उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा, हीट करना रहेगा। एक और इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, कि आर वी इंजॉइंग फेज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, व्हाई आर वी डूइंग फेज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, मतलब वी आर गोइंग टू हीट। ठीक है, when we heat we will get some kind of phases, different phases, or we will get some phase transformation. So why to heat, why should we heat, what are the benefits that we are getting by heating, that is also very important. So primary benefit that we get when we heat is we get change in properties, we can alter the properties of the material. ठीक है, तो we heat or we do phase transformation to alter the properties of material or our alloy. I hope you are getting. ठीक है, तो इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या है, वी वांट टू अल्टर द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मटेरियल, सो फॉर दैट व्हाट डू, वी हीट दैट मटेरियल. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज हीट ट्रीटमेंट. When we do heat treatment or when we try to change the phases, what are we trying to achieve? We are trying to alter the properties. And why do we want to alter the property? What benefits are we getting to by altering the property? That is also very important. Okay, when we are altering the property, तो प्रॉपर्टी अल्टर करने का बेसिक फायदा क्या रहता है, परफॉर्मेंस. आया ना, हमको अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस चाहिए तो हम क्या करेंगे, मटेरियल को क्या करेंगे, प्रॉपर्टी अल्टर करेंगे. तो हमारा मेन फंक्शन प्रॉपर्टी अल्टर करना नहीं है, हमारा मेन फंक्शन है टू गेट द बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस आउट ऑफ द अलॉय. ठीक है, to get best performance out of alloy that we are going to make, what are we trying to do? We are trying to alter its property. ठीक है, अब प्रॉपर्टी अल्टर करने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं, उसमें बताया था ना हम क्या करेंगे, उसमें डिफेक्ट्स ऐड करेंगे जैसे सल्फर, फास्फोरस, कार्बन. ठीक है, क्रोमियम. अगर हमको स्टेनलेस स्टील बनाना है तो हम क्या ऐड करेंगे, क्रोमियम. तो जब ये प्रॉपर्टीज अल्टर करना रहेगा तो हम इसमें मटेरियल्स ऐड करेंगे या नहीं, और जब हम मटेरियल ऐड करेंगे हीट करके तो अल्टीमेटली हम क्या कर रहे हैं, फेस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कर रहे हैं या नहीं. ठीक है, और फेस ट्रांसफॉर्म करने के लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या है, मटेरियल को क्या करना पड़ेगा, मटेरियल को क्या करना पड़ेगा, हमको हीट करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, ओके ओके, जस्ट गिव मी 2 minutes बिफोर आई एंड दिस थिंग. ठीक है, वी हैव टू डू व्हाट, वी हैव टू डू सम काइंड ऑफ हीट ट्रीटमेंट. अब हीट ट्रीटमेंट के टाइप्स में बता देता, बेसिक टाइप्स बता देता जो बहुत कॉमन है, जो इंडस्ट्री में यूज होता है फॉर स्टील हीट ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसेस. ठीक है, या फॉर एनी हीट ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसेस. आई जस्ट राइट डाउन द नेम. First process is annealing. Okay, first process is annealing. Second process is normalizing. Okay, okay. Third process is hardening. Just remember these names. I am trying to list down this heat treatment process for you. Why I am trying to list down, because this heat treatment process will alter the property, which in turn will alter what, which will alter the performance, or which will enhance the performance of the material. So to enhance the performance of the material, there are some types of heat treatment process which are common. One for any kind of material. One is annealing, second is normalizing, third is hardening. Hardening, I think, yeah, hardening, and last one is tempering. Okay, last one is tempering. So in this module, in module number 4, what do we try to study? We try to study the various heat treatment process. There are other heat treatment process also, but all are interlinked or all are correlated to this 4 process only. If you know this 4 process, you will be able to understand all the other processes also. Okay. Now, last module, one more module is there. I think I just need to, yeah, एक और module. I think it was related to alloy. We will study it later. We will study it later before completing, since we don't have much time. So what we will try to do, we will try to study what do you mean by annealing. What do we do in annealing? Suppose there is a furnace. Okay, this is my furnace, and suppose I have got a small frame. This is my frame. Okay, what I am doing, I am trying to place my frame into this furnace, and this furnace is at an elevated temperature. Okay, this furnace is at an elevated temperature. Now what do? I heat this material, okay, in this furnace. Okay, after heating the material, what do? I hold it for some time. Suppose I hold it for 30 minutes. Okay, I am just explaining you the process. What do you mean by heat treatment process? In heat treatment process, we keep our sample in the furnace. Okay, and after keeping it in the furnace, we elevate its temperature. After elevating its temperature to our desired level, suppose we want to heat it up to 850 degrees Celsius. So we heat it up to 850 degrees Celsius. After heating, what do? We hold it for a specific time. Suppose we hold it for 30 minutes. After that, we cool it. What do? We cool it. तो अगर हम furnace cool करते हैं, कौन सा cool करते हैं? Furnace cool. What do you mean by furnace cool? We keep the material in the furnace. Furnace is kept in the closed condition, and we switch off the supply of the electricity so that the temperature drops down, elevated temperature. तो कुछ टाइम लगेगा मटेरियल को क्या होने, फर्नेस के अंदर कूल होने. तो वो प्रोसेस को जब हम फर्नेस कूल करते हैं तो हम उसको बोलते हैं अनीलिंग. क्या बोलते हैं? अनीलिंग. और सपोज करो वो होल्ड करने के बाद, मतलब मैंने सैंपल को इसके अंदर होल्ड किया. ठीक है, होल्ड किया ना. ठीक है, फर्नेस के अंदर होल्ड करने के बाद मैंने उसको बाहर निकाल के एयर में रख दिया. किस में रख दिया? एयर में रख दिया. फर्नेस कूल नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं, यहाँ पे कैसे कूल कर रहा हूँ? एयर कूल कर रहा हूं. तो इसको हम बोलते हैं नॉर्मलाइजिंग. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? नॉर्मलाइजिंग। तो फर्नेस अनिलिंग में क्या करते हैं हम, फर्नेस कूल करते हैं। इनिशियल स्टेप सेम है। इनिशियल स्टेप क्या है, फर्नेस में रखो, हीट इट, होल्ड इट, देन कूल इट। Cooling can be by different types. One is furnace cool, another is air cool. When it is furnace cool, it is called as annealing. When it is air cooled, it is called as normalizing. When it is water or oil cooled, matlab I have taken the sample, after holding the sample in the furnace, I am taking that sample out of the furnace and I am water cooling. ठीक है, I am water cooling, or you can say I am oil quenching भी बोलते हैं। cooling के जगह एक और word use करते हैं हम, काफी common word है। One second, I am just going to end the lecture. Just give me 1 minute. ठीक है, अगर मैं वाटर कूल के जगह ऑयल क्वेंच करता हूँ, वाटर क्वेंच भी बोलते हैं, ऑयल क्वेंच भी बोलते हैं, जो भी बोलना है, ठीक है। अगर मैं ऑयल क्वेंच करता हूँ तो इसको हम बोलते हैं हार्डनिंग। क्या कहते हैं इसको, हार्डनिंग। ओके, लास्ट प्रोसेस इज टेम्परिंग। टेम्परिंग में क्या करते हैं कि हमने ये जो मटेरियल को ऑयल क्वेंच किया है ना, ऑयल क्वेंच या वाटर क्वेंच, मतलब अब ये मटेरियल नॉर्मल रूम टेम्परेचर पे आ गया है या नहीं, तो जब ये रूम टेम्परेचर पे आ जाएगा तो वापस से इसको हीट करते हैं। क्या करते हैं, इसको वापस से हीट करते हैं, और हीट करने के बाद फिर इसको होल्ड करते हैं। होल्ड करने के बाद ना फिर इसको हम क्या करते हैं, या तो एयर कूल करते हैं, या तो हम एयर कूल करते हैं, या तो हम क्या करते हैं, आइदर वी डू एयर कूल, 1 सेकेंड ना, और वी डू फर्नेस कूल। मतलब आफ्टर हार्डनिंग, व्हेन वी अगेन रिपीट द प्रोसेस ऑफ अनिलिंग और नॉर्मलाइजिंग, so what do we get after doing this thing? 1 second. After doing this thing, what do we get as tempering? Okay, so I hope you understood all the basics of heat treatment process also. One is annealing, that is furnace cool, normalizing air cool, hardening water or oil cool. Last one is tempering. After oil cool, we again heat it in the furnace, we hold it at an elevated temperature for some time, and then we again air cool or water or furnace cool. Then this is called as tempering. Last, so sorry, I'm taking 2 minutes extra and we will be done with this lecture. Okay, I would like to know from you annealing, normalizing, hardening and tempering. I am unmuting you. Just give me 1 minute. I am unmuting every one of you. Yeah, I would like to know from you which process will take the least time. Which process will take the least time? Nawaz, anyone? Tell your name and answer.
Neutralizing.
Hardening.
Hardening, sir.
Very nice.
Hardening.
Sir, hardening.
Normalizing.
Very nice.
Hardening.
Water cool कर रहा ना, सुनो,
Hardening.
निकाल के
सर
डायरेक्ट।
पियानो बज रहा है।
ओके,
सर आवाज बराबर नहीं आ रही, पियानो बज रहा है।
ठीक है, म्यूट योरसेल्फ। हार्डनिंग में सबसे कम टाइम लगेगा, ठीक है, फर्स्ट नंबर पे ये रहेगा। उसके बाद कम टाइम किस में लगेगा, नॉर्मलाइजिंग में लगेगा। उसके बाद अनीलिंग में लगेगा, ठीक है। और ये तो एक सेपरेट ही प्रोसेस है, इसमें तो टाइम ज्यादा लगने ही वाला। ओके ओके, शुड वी एंड द लेक्चर? एनीवन इज हैविंग एनी डाउट, लेट मी नो इन द चैट।
ये वाला कौन सा है?
लेट मी नो इन द चैट। Is it okay? Should we complete? Okay. Thank you. Chalo, I'll just share the link of attendance. You have to sign the attendance only in 5 minutes time. Please do the attendance. I am not giving you assignment as of now. We will be giving you assignments afterward. Right now, what you have to do is you have to just give the attendance to me. Chaliye, assalamu alaikum. I think we are done. 1 second. Tempering most time. It will take most time, better tempering. Okay, we need to end. Chalo, assalamu alaikum. We'll meet in the practical time at 3 p.m. Try to come on time. We don't have much time. I wanted to complete many more things also today, but since we are getting less time, online is a difficult thing. To manage things difficult, it is a little difficult. So I had many other content also to share, but since it is not possible right now, we will end the lecture here and we will continue from tomorrow onwards. Chalo, assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम सलाम। अल्लाह हाफिज़।